wait, I have a video to make. I'll talk to you later, but you gave me a really good idea. All right, see ya. I gotta go. What's happening, intro to video students? This week what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on making some content for Heron TV. Now, for those of you that are feeling a little shy and don't wanna appear on Heron TV, that's totally okay, but you're still gonna need to make the video and keep it in your portfolio. So please hand it in and just put a note next to it that says, please don't use this on Heron TV if that's something you're not interested in. So today what we're gonna do is we are going to do a joke of the day. Now, the fun of a joke of the day is not that it is a cheesy joke. Everybody loves a good cheesy joke, but it's all about making that joke work well. So today what we're gonna do is we are gonna do some transitions with our joke, and these transitions are not fancy at all. They are all done in camera. So the very first transition you probably already noticed was the change scene just by walking off frame. So at the beginning of the shot, I walked from one frame into this frame, and you can see that that creates a transition that you're gonna use. All right, let's get to transition number 2. And here is your second transition. All you have to do when you wanna start and end a scene is have the lens of your camera covered. So I was just out in another location, I covered that camera, and then when I came to my new location, I started off by revealing what I'm going with, and you can do that transition, so you're gonna work in that transition number 2, the reveal, into your joke also. So the third transition we're gonna do, I call the whip pan, right? So what we're gonna do is you're gonna start with a camera on you, and then you're going to whip the camera out of frame into your next shot. So let me demonstrate how it goes. Hey, why do basketball players hate going on vacation? I don't know. Why do basketball players hate going on vacation? Because they don't want to get called for traveling.
Traveling!
What are you talking about? That was a Euro step. Hello everybody and welcome back from Thanksgiving break. Hopefully you've had a nice time off and you're focused and you're ready to create some great things over the next couple weeks. So we are going to jump back into video for the next few weeks. If you're part of our yearbook committee, you can focus on doing yearbook work. However, I still want you watching the videos. I still want you taking each weekly quiz so that I know you're tuned in, but you're not going to be required to do that. Everyone else is required to make these videos, and I would love to see you attach them to this assignment. So in Google Classroom, what you're going to do is you're going to hit the add or create, and you're going to attach from Google Drive. So make sure I'm able to see those videos. You'll also want them in your folder that's shared with me so that I've got access to the videos that way as well. And let's jump right into it. So as you saw in the introduction, we are going to be working on those in-camera transitions. I'm going to break each one down step by step. So you are going to find a joke of the day and you're going to film it using all 3 of those transitions, right? So we're going to use that walk into frame, we're going to use a cover reveal, and we're also going to use the whip pan. So we're going to try all 3 of those transitions and see how they work. You don't need to worry about making the titles or adding music. I'll do all of that. But any sound effects that you want to do to enhance your joke, as well as editing those transitions, you're going to need to take care of using whatever editing software you can use. I have a tutorial for how to use Clipchamp. We don't currently have access to WeVideo, but we should hopefully have it sometime soon. In the meantime, we're going to use Clipchamp. You could even edit on your phone. You could use TikTok to edit if you wanted to. Just make sure you turn your phone sideways. Whatever you're going to use is totally fine with me. We're just going to edit a video so that we can have a joke of the day that we can use on Heron TV. So if, like I said before, if you don't want to put your joke on Heron TV, just leave a note attached to the assignment saying that you don't want it to air. But I think it would be a lot of fun. The more student involvement we have on Heron TV, the more fun that we have with it, the more the community enjoys it. So I challenge you to step out of your comfort zone and go ahead and submit something for Heron TV. It would be great. Okay, so let's jump into explaining each one of those transitions. So the first transition we're going to look at is the walk into frame. Just as it sounds, all you need to do is set up a camera, filming yourself, and then walk off frame. Now, pay close attention to which direction you walked, because then what you're going to do for your next shot is you're going to set up the shot, and then you're going to walk into that frame from that same direction. When you go to edit it, you just end your shot as you're leaving one frame. You start your next shot with you entering that frame, you edit them all together, and it just magically looks like you walked from one scene into another. So get creative with how you want to do this. There are lots of fun ways to do this. You can even do this with doorways. That's kind of a fun thing where you open up one door and then you cut to another door that you're opening up. So think about how you can just stack two continuous shots together to make a cool transition that works pretty nicely. Okay, the next one that we're going to look at is the cover reveal. So cover reveal you probably saw on Herring TV just a few weeks ago. You're going to start with your hand over the camera, right? If you're using a webcam or a cell phone, it's pretty easy just to cover with your thumb. If you're using a DSLR with a larger lens, you have to be a little more creative with it. But you're going to start off with your hand covering that shot, and then you're going to pull it away. And when you do, all of a sudden you have revealed. Now, when you cover again, you've covered, and then you could go to another scene and reveal out of that one. So get creative with how you can use this. This is a great way to just transition between two parts. Let's say that you're the only actor and you want to be in the joke twice. You could cover reveal each time to wearing a different outfit. And then you could have it look like you have two different people talking to each other. That could work. It's entirely up to you. I know that there are a lot of examples of these on TikTok, if that's a place where you already watch a lot of videos. Maybe just do a Google search for cover reveal transition. You can see all sorts of things that you can do with this transition. So pretty basically. All right, the last transition we're going to do is going to be the most difficult to do with a cell phone. As you can see in my example here, I was able to record it with a cell phone, but it does look a little smoother if you're using a tripod. I know you don't all have tripods, but try and use that coffee cup tripod that I showed you earlier. So with your phone into your coffee cup, you can then turn and it essentially acts like a tripod on a swivel. You can see it works much better when you have a tripod to make a really fluid motion, but it's totally fine just to do this. It can almost be a little like a rougher feel, which is kind of a neat transition to use anyways. So you just whip in quickly with a phone and then whip out. And then for that next shot, do the same sort of thing. Whip in one direction and then whip away. And in that motion blur, as you're moving, you're going to cut. So your one shot ends with motion blur and your next shot starts with motion blur. When you line the two up together, it just looks like one continuous piece of blur that then stops and now you're in a new location. So we have all three of those transitions, right? The walk into frame, the cover reveal, and the whip pan that I want you to try for this week's joke. Even if you're not making something for Herring TV, just go ahead and put together these transitions. I still want you to do a joke. I still want you to try some creative ways to just make a video at home using the tools that you have. All right, everybody. Whoa, hello, easy now. Can you relax? We haven't even done the secret word yet. The secret word is chicken. You are the secret word. Are you honored? You should be. All right, guys, remember the secret word is chicken. Don't forget it, it's chicken. It is not turkey, it's chicken. All right, enjoy the rest of the video. Secret word is chicken. All right, now, when you're filming a joke of the day, or actually while you're filming any skit for that matter, you want to remember that you're going to be editing later, and the order in which you do things is not all that important, and it's not even important that you didn't mess up at any point through it. So when you're editing a joke, and you're going to take a look at this one that I have right here with Miss Pearson and Miss Martinez, we actually had them do the lines 3 times in a row.
Hey, Miss Martinez, what are you doing? I'm trying to remember. I have a science test that I'm studying for, and I have to remember all these chemical compounds. I do remember water, though. It's HIJKLMNO. What? Yeah, Mr. Lippert said it's H2O. Hey, Miss Martinez, what are you doing?
I'm trying to study for my test.
Hey, Miss Martinez, what are you doing?
I'm studying for my science test.
Mr. Lippert said it's H2O. Hey, Miss Martinez, what are you doing? I'm trying to study for my science test. I have a big science test. I have to remember all these chemical compounds.
Oh.
I do remember water, though. It's HIJKLMNO.
What?
Yeah, Mr. Lippert said it's H2O. Hey, Miss Martinez, what are you doing? Yeah, it's H2O.
All right, so the first shot was just set up looking at both of them from a medium angle so that both are in the shot and you're able to see them delivering dialogue. Then what I did is repeated the joke 2 more times, each time with a close-up on one of the different actors. This way, when we go to edit, you've got options for cutting from a wide shot to a close-up, back to another response, right? And you've got all sorts of ways of making it look like you've got multiple cameras filming something, even though you're just using one camera. If you want to film with multiple devices, you can, which works great, but it works just fine for doing multiple takes on your joke. Then what you can do is you can add sound effects and other things like that, and you can make yourself a joke that looks very polished. Now, please do not just do a one camera angle joke. That is not the point of this activity, right? When we're producing things for Heron TV, we want it to really take our video skills to the next level, and that's why we started with multiple angles, and that's why we use multiple angles in any video project. So it's really important that you're cutting from one shot to the other, not just having one continuous take, right? And then to raise the bar a little bit, we're going to try and work in all 3 of these transitions. If you're really stuck on how to use those transitions in the joke, that's totally fine. Just try and maybe have an intro to your joke that works in these transitions. You could have someone introducing, hey, it's time for the joke, and then you whip pan into yourself telling the joke, right? You could cover reveal into it the same sort of way, or just even a walk into frame. But I want to see you use all 3 of these transitions because we're going to be using these transitions and other similar transitions in future videos. All right, so now that we've got our 3 different transitions and we're ready to make our joke of the day, your assignment this week is to go find a school-appropriate joke of the day and film it from multiple angles, so film multiple takes of it, and use all 3 of those transitions that we've talked about in your video. So once you're finished, you're going to upload your video to your folder in Google Drive that's shared with me. If you still don't have a folder that's shared with me, it's time to make one. So go ahead and make a folder in Google Drive by hitting New, Folder, create that folder, put your name and intro to video or IVP or something like that, and then share it with me so that anytime you put footage in it, I'm able to just go straight into your folder. Put your first and last name in the title and include video production somewhere in that title so that I'm easily able to find your work when I'm looking for examples or want to do that. So those are your 3 transitions, right? We have the walk into frame, we have the reveal, and we also have the whip pan. So this week I want you to have fun trying all 3 of those transitions. I can't wait to see the jokes you come up with. I can't wait to see some more student content for Heron TV. So never stop creating, Herons, and I'll see you in the next video.